Switchblade. A ship with this keyword printed on its deck plate card has two movable blades that extend from the sides of the ship to slash enemies. So you can see I've got the skin flare here, and the blades are at the bottom controlled by this gear thing. And this one's a super rare, which is why it's like shiny. They did that for the pack. So I'll demonstrate that. You may extend and retract the blades freely at any time during a move or shoot action. After the ship completes a move or shoot action, if any part of either blade has touched an enemy ship or other ships during that action, all of those ships are considered to have been rammed and may be boarded. If there are two or more enemy ships affected, the controller of the ship may choose the order in which each ship is rammed and then boarded. If the ramming occurs by the blades only, the ship is not pinned. So this is a keyword. There's only a handful of switchblades in the game. They're very pricey, but unlike some of the other pokey ships like Scorpions, I think these are actually a little more viable. I think they're actually slightly underrated even. I've found them to be rather powerful as long as you crew them right. So for example, if the skin flare came up here and comes alongside these ships and then extends the blades, she can ram and board both ships, which is pretty cool. Especially if you've got extra actions, you can retract them. So then if you had an extra action, this ship, it's not pinned because there's no bow contact. You can move on to other stuff that's beyond and then start extracting them again. So if you have a bunch of enemy ships lined up in a row, it's not likely that that would happen, but if you manage to make that work, you could ram and board many ships in a row in the same turn, which is pretty cool. Especially if you've got like a crew protect crew aboard to help with the boarding parties and a re-roller, things like that. I think it's kind of a little bit of an underrated ability. It's pretty cool, and I think the potential is pretty high. The switchblades that do exist, they cost like 20 plus points, and you really need to have a great crew setup that's probably going to add another at least 10, probably 15 or 20 more points to the cost. So realistically, to set them up effectively, you often have to spend well over 30 points to get a great combo going, but once you get it going, it can be pretty devastating. So the skin flare is one of the best. I've used the saber pretty effectively more than once, and switchblades I think are one of the cooler, not realistic at all either, but one of the cooler pokey ship types. So they're kind of fun to use.